just want to say to you, Jay, that I'm so proud of you for making incredible strides towards changing stigmas in the hip-hop community. And it's a privilege to watch you take those steps and to stand right next to you. I love you, and we're super grateful and honored. Thank y'all.
Beyonce and Jay-Z English countryside move. What's happening? Celebrity program TV family. Before we dive into this absolutely mind-blowing story that's going to change everything you thought you knew about power couple dynamics, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because, trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next on this channel. Today's revelation is going to shake you to your core. Picture this. Beyonce Knowles Carter, the woman who literally owns every stage she steps on, the queen who commands stadiums filled with screaming fans, and Jay-Z, the billionaire mogul who built an empire from the streets of Brooklyn to the boardrooms of Manhattan, are about to make a move so shocking, so unexpected, that it's sending ripples through both the entertainment industry and the real estate world. We're talking about a complete lifestyle transformation that nobody saw coming, and I mean nobody. The Carter dynasty, worth over $2 billion combined, masters of reinvention, trendsetters who've dominated American culture for over 2 decades, are reportedly preparing to abandon their glitzy, spotlight-drenched existence for something that will blow your mind. We're not talking about another mansion in the Hamptons, not another penthouse overlooking Central Park, not even a sprawling estate in California's wine country. No, this is bigger, bolder, and completely unprecedented. Sources close to the situation are revealing that Beyonce and Jay-Z are in the final stages of acquiring 58 acres of prime English countryside real estate in the Cotswolds, and when I say this is a game changer, I'm not using that phrase lightly. The Cotswolds, for those who don't know, represents everything opposite of what we associate with hip-hop royalty and pop supremacy. We're talking rolling green hills, stone cottages that have stood for centuries, sheep grazing in fields that stretch beyond the horizon, and a pace of life so removed from the flashing cameras and red carpets that it might as well be on another planet. But here's where this story gets absolutely fascinating, and why you need to pay attention to every single word I'm about to tell you. This isn't just about a celebrity real estate purchase. This is about the most powerful couple in entertainment making a statement that could redefine what success looks like in the 21st century. Think about it. When you reach the absolute pinnacle of fame, when you've conquered every chart, sold out every venue, when your name alone can move markets and influence elections, where do you go next? The property they're eyeing sits just outside the quiet village of Wigginton, a place so remote, so disconnected from the entertainment machine, that some locals don't even know who Beyonce and Jay-Z are. Can you imagine? In a world where their faces are plastered on billboards from Times Square to Tokyo, where their every move is dissected by millions of followers, they're choosing to relocate to a place where anonymity might actually be possible. Planning permission has already been granted for what insiders are describing as a spectacular rural estate, and drone footage of the site reveals something that will shock you. We're not talking about the typical celebrity compound with infinity pools and helipads. The current landscape shows vast stretches of open fields, a simple shack-like structure, and an algae-filled lake that couldn't be further from the crystal-clear infinity pools and manicured lawns we'd expect from entertainment royalty. Wigginton itself is a village so small, so traditional, that it doesn't even have a pub or shops. The community's idea of social media is a charming book swap program, and their version of nightlife probably involves an early evening walk through centuries-old streets. This is a place where the biggest excitement might be the arrival of the morning post, where neighbors actually know each other's names, where the sound of traffic is replaced by birdsong and the rustle of wind through ancient oak trees. But here's what's really mind-blowing about this potential move, and why it's causing such a stir in celebrity circles. The Cotswolds has become the ultimate retreat for A-listers seeking something money can't usually buy: genuine peace and privacy. David and Victoria Beckham have already made this region their sanctuary, joining a growing list of celebrities who've discovered that true luxury isn't always about flashy displays of wealth, but about finding spaces where you can actually breathe. Now, some locals in Wigginton are expressing concerns that would make any real estate investor's ears perk up. They're worried about property prices skyrocketing once Queen Bee officially calls their village home. And honestly, they have every right to be concerned. When Beyonce moves somewhere, that place doesn't just change, it transforms. Property values don't just increase, they explode. Local businesses don't just see more customers, they see global attention. The entire economic ecosystem shifts when you're talking about the arrival of entertainment royalty at this level. But let's dig deeper into what this move really represents, because this isn't just about geography, it's about psychology, it's about evolution, it's about what happens when you've achieved everything the American dream promises, and you realize that maybe, just maybe, the dream itself needs to be redefined. Beyonce and Jay-Z have spent decades building their empire in the spotlight, crafting their images, controlling their narratives, and dominating an industry that thrives on constant visibility. The decision to potentially relocate to the English countryside represents something profound, something that speaks to a universal human need that transcends fame and fortune. It's about finding authenticity in a world that often rewards performance, about discovering stillness in an existence defined by constant motion, about choosing substance over spectacle when you've mastered both. Consider the irony here. Two artists whose careers have been built on commanding attention, on being seen, on occupying center stage, are now reportedly seeking the exact opposite. They're choosing a place where the only audience might be the occasional rambler walking their dog along ancient footpaths, where the only performances happen in the village church during Sunday services, where the only charts that matter track rainfall and harvest seasons. This potential move also represents a fascinating cultural bridge between American success and British tradition. Jay-Z, who famously declared himself the King of New York, might soon be wandering through villages that have been home to actual kings and queens for over 1,000 years. Beyonce, whose performances have redefined what it means to be a global superstar, might find herself in a place where the biggest stage is the local village green during the annual summer fete. The timing of this potential relocation is particularly intriguing when you consider the current global climate. We're living in an era of unprecedented connectivity, where social media demands constant engagement, where celebrity culture has become more invasive and relentless than ever before. The choice to step away from all of that, to choose countryside tranquility over urban energy, sends a message that resonates far beyond entertainment industry circles. What makes this story even more compelling is the sheer audacity of the transformation they're contemplating. We're talking about individuals whose daily lives have been choreographed down to the minute, whose security details rival those of heads of state, whose travel arrangements require military-level precision. Now, they're potentially choosing a lifestyle where the biggest logistical challenge might be coordinating with the local farmer when sheep need to cross the country lane. The broader implications of this move, if it happens, extend far beyond one couple's lifestyle choice. This could signal a shift in how we define ultimate success, how we measure achievement, how we understand what it truly means to have made it in America. When the most successful couple in entertainment chooses pastoral peace over urban power, it forces us to question everything we thought we knew about ambition, achievement, and the American dream itself. The fact that they're choosing England specifically adds another layer of complexity to this story. This isn't just about leaving America temporarily, it's about embracing a completely different cultural framework, a different pace of life, a different set of values. The Cotswolds represents everything that American celebrity culture typically rejects: subtlety over spectacle, tradition over innovation, community over competition. Local reactions in Wigginton have been mixed, which honestly makes this story even more fascinating. While some residents are concerned about the changes that inevitably come with celebrity neighbors, others seem genuinely unaware of who Beyonce and Jay-Z even are. In a world where their names are household words from Los Angeles to Lagos, the idea that there are still places on Earth where they could walk down a street unrecognized is almost incomprehensible. The economic impact of their potential arrival cannot be understated. Property prices in celebrity-favored areas don't just increase, they transform entire regional economies. Local businesses suddenly find themselves catering to an international clientele, security companies see unprecedented demand, and the entire infrastructure of a quiet rural area adapts to accommodate the needs of global superstars. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of this potential move is what it says about the evolution of success itself. In an era where more is always supposed to be better, where bigger is always supposed to be more impressive, where louder is always supposed to be more powerful, Beyonce and Jay-Z might be making the ultimate contrarian statement. They might be saying that true luxury is silence, that real power is privacy, that authentic success is the freedom to choose invisibility. The drone footage of their potential new home reveals a landscape that couldn't be more different from their current lifestyle. Instead of manicured lawns and designer infinity pools, we see wild fields and natural water features. Instead of walls designed to keep paparazzi out, we see open spaces that invite contemplation. Instead of architecture designed to impress, we see land that simply exists quietly, patiently, authentically. This transformation, if it happens, represents more than just a change of address. It represents a fundamental reimagining of what it means to live at the pinnacle of success. It suggests that after conquering every conceivable metric of achievement, the ultimate luxury might not be having more, but needing less. Not commanding more attention, but finding peace in anonymity. Not building higher walls, but choosing landscapes so vast that walls become unnecessary. The story continues to develop, with sources suggesting that the couple is serious about making this dramatic lifestyle change permanent. If they follow through, they'll be joining a growing number of celebrities who've discovered that sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is choose ordinary over extraordinary, quiet over loud, private over public. What happens next will either cement this as one of the most fascinating celebrity relocations in modern history, or it will become another example of how fame can make even the most grounded individuals search for something they might never find. Either way, the world will be watching, waiting to see if America's most successful power couple can find what they're looking for in the English countryside. The implications stretch far beyond entertainment news, touching on fundamental questions about success, happiness, authenticity, and what it truly means to live well in the 21st century. Whether this move happens or not, the conversation it has started is already changing how we think about celebrity, success, and the ultimate expression of personal freedom. That's the power of celebrity program TV, bringing you the stories that matter, the insights that change perspectives, and the revelations that keep you coming back for more. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join us next time when we dive even deeper into the stories that shape our culture, challenge our assumptions, and reveal the human truth behind the headlines. Until then, keep watching, keep questioning, and keep coming back for the celebrity coverage that goes beyond the surface.